You guys, it's a big day because I got my second package of PR and I had never heard of this company, and I really am kind of like wondering like how many other really great companies are out there flying under the radar just because I am ignorant. I'm not ignorant. There's so much good stuff out there to discover, and sometimes you just don't know unless you're watching my YouTube channel. So good for you, first of all, for being here. Second of all, the company is Prometics, and like cosmetics, but it's Prometics. And the cool thing about them is that they're this pro-age type makeup company, and they're focused on healing. So they are what they refer to as kind of an all-natural, pH balanced company with their products. And they reached out to me about trying their mascaras. So I this truly was like a no-brainer for me because mascaras are my favorite cosmetic product. So I love the idea of a company gearing their attention towards people who have been around for a minute and tried several different kinds of products and know the difference between quality and something that is garbage and not worth your money. And so I got 3 of their mascaras. They sent 3 of their PrimeLash mascaras to me. One is in black, one is in dark brown, and one is in navy blue. I don't even know if you can tell, but I'm wearing it right now. I actually have blue mascara on. And the thing is, like, slow down. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So they're $28 each. So it's not a cheap mascara. It's not as bad as like some of the high-end stuff that you might find at Sephora, but if it's a good product and if it is pH balanced and it's vegan, it's hypoallergenic, and it's good for you, wouldn't you pay a little bit more? Anyway, they have this specialized wand that's supposed to get into all of your tiniest lashes. I'm going to show you the wand right now. It's got this thickening, lifting formula. That's the blue. Isn't that pretty? That's what it looks like. I have tried all 3 colors. I've been playing with them now for a couple of weeks, and I want to share my thoughts on them with you. So I'm going to do some voiceover work here on footage of me applying them, and you can kind of see what the finished looks are going to look like. So if you're interested in seeing these, if you haven't heard of them, I'm going to link them down below, but stick around. I'm going to play with them right now. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. I keep looking in the wrong place. I'm sorry. I'm not good at this, you guys. Okay, so before we start getting into showing you the application with the brown, I want you to see some comparison with other brands and their versions of brown. So this is a MAC mascara, and this is the Haute and Naughty brown. Just gonna actually do swashes of it on my hand. Please excuse the kitten scratch on top there. She's actually under my leg right now. I can feel her. This is the number 7 full 360, and this is in brown black. It is lighter. Number 7's there. Not sure if you can tell in this camera, but it is a little bit lighter than the MAC one. This is the CoverGirl Lash Blast, black brown. Actually never done this before. I just know that it certainly goes on more brown than anything I've ever seen. CoverGirl. This is another CoverGirl. This is a lash plumping mascara. This is their Simply Ageless line. Ooh, that came out all kinds of messy. Lash plumping. I've got Maybelline Sky High here. This one is in brownish black. Back in a pretty dark one there. Maybelline. And the Prometics PrimeLash dark brown. This is the most brown shade of all of them. You can see it here on the end. But there's a comparison for you. All right, now let's get to putting this on and giving you a finished look so you can see what the brown looks like.
Okay, so here we go with the PrimeLash Mascara. When it comes to mascara, I am almost always looking for brown or black brown products. And especially when it comes to higher end brands, they're hard to find. And this brown, this is legit brown. Like it says dark brown, but I wouldn't even call it dark. I'd call it more of like a chocolate brown. The product itself, it makes for like a nice, full, soft looking lash. And if you're not one who wants a really intense, glam looking result from your mascara, let me tell you, this is the product for you. I'm talking like a more casual, day to day type look. It layers over itself nicely. You're going to see me eventually get to 3 layers here. I've got the first layer on, and I'm going to be working on my second layer here. It doesn't transfer. It did not flake around, doesn't get onto my eyelid or my brow bone area. And the best part is it doesn't bother my dry, sensitive eyes. And you saw the differences when I did those swatches here at the beginning of the browns in what other brands consider their brown shades of mascara. So this one in particular, this is legit. Like this is the real deal, the brownest brown of a mascara I think I've ever tried.
Okay, so that is 3 coats on this side, and it's starting to get a little thick for me. Some people like that. They think that looks volumized. That's not really my taste, but I can go through it with my lash comb, go in from the top, separate those out a little bit, and it's fine. Thins them out nicely. And I don't normally do mascara on my bottom lashes just because I have watery eyes, but I wanted you guys to see what that looks like. And there's no mess on my eyelid. Nothing for me to have to clean up. So I'm just gonna make the other side match real quick, and then I'll show you what that looks like in a photograph for the finished look. Okay, so that was the brown, and now I am mid-process of taking that eye makeup look off, and I'm gonna go in with the black. But I just wanted to mention, this does come off pretty easily with just regular eye makeup remover. I am using, this is Target's version of the Neutrogena eye makeup remover. It's their Up and Away oil-free eye makeup remover. I press it against my lashes and let it sit there for a few seconds to kind of loosen anything up. But I wanted you to be able to see how nicely the brown layers over itself, because what you're gonna see here with the black is a little different, and I'll explain it in the voiceover part. So you can see how much came off there. And it is, other than like a few specks on my cheekbone here, it's gone. So it washes off nicely. I wonder if I'm gonna have any eyelashes left after this today. Applying and then taking off 3 times. It's gonna be rough. I don't hardly ever do this kind of eye makeup removal. I almost always do it in the shower with my Oil of Olay or Neutrogena face wash under running water, because this is so rough on your delicate eye skin and your eye skin, on the skin around your eyes and the lashes, obviously. Ooh, that looks weird. Okay, moving on. Okay, I think we can move forward. Looks weird. All right, okay, the black. I'm gonna keep this super minimal for the black and just do mascara. I want you to see what I'm talking about in the voiceover part, how that works. So this is the black, same kind of brush. They're all 3 the same kind of brush, nothing but different color. So here we go.
Okay, so the black. This is the only one I had a slight issue with because I feel like it dries the fastest out of all of the three colors that I tried. So if you are a 1 or 2 coat, quick application, intense mascara look person, then this one could be for you. Me, personally, I take a little more time and I comb through between my layers trying to get as thick and full a look as possible. So this shade with repeated layering got a little clumpy on me and had some mess transfer onto the lids as I was applying it. So I'm able to clean it up with my lash comb, but it just took a little more time to get the perfected look that I prefer than it did for me with the other 2 shades. Now, to do just a simple, just a black mascara look, and 1 or 2 coats, swipe it on and go. This is a nice look and I will use it for that. But my typical look, it's a pass.
Okay, so now both sides have 3 coats on them. This side I did the lash comb in between the coats. This side I didn't because I wanted you to see the chunks that started to form in between each layer or each coat, yeah. But it's really only been my experience, primarily been my experience that happens with the black. Now, bear in mind, I have not cleaned up like on the lids or anything. I did get a little messy with it. This side's more so than the other. But as soon as I started to apply the second coat over here, and this is already dry, so trying to run the comb through it is difficult. Let me wipe it off here. And as it dries, the more dry it gets, sorry for all that background business. The more dry it gets, the more difficult it is to run the comb through it. You just have to be quick about using this one and going in and doing any kind of touch-ups if you're the kind of person who feels like they need to do that. Not everybody does that between coats. Not everybody even uses more than 1 coat. So if you are, it's just something to be aware of. So that is the black, and I have no liner on, no eyeshadow. So all you're seeing, let me clean this up nicely and then show you a picture of this final look. Okay, one last round with the fresh face and this time we are going in with the blue. Dare I say we have potentially saved the best for last, but I don't know. I guess that's up to you. That's up to your style. But this, folks, let me not like say too much here because I've got a lot I wanted to touch base on in the voiceover part. Let me just get going. Let's go.
Okay, so blue mascara. This is not the blue of the 80s. This is more of a grayish denim blue. It can look good with any eye color, I promise. It will brighten the whites of your eyes, makes you look more awake. Something fun to play around with. How do you do blue mascara? Pair it with like oranges or coppers, peach eyeshadows. If that's too scary, use like a brown or a nude shadow and let that blue do the talking for you. I would suggest going in with like a white lash primer to make that color pop even more. And then you just keep the rest of your face simple, like a your skin tone but better blush, a nude lip. And then if you want to try something that would make a really cool effect, go in on just the tips of your lashes with the blue and then do black elsewhere. So go on with black first and then highlight the tips with the blue for like kind of a comic book effect.
Okay, so that's 2 coats with the blue. Now just to have a little bit of fun, and to switch it up and to kind of touch base on some of the things I talked about being able to do, I'm gonna find the black one. Yep, here's the black. And I'm gonna just touch the roots at the bottom. I'll mess it up. I'm just very gently puddling down here. You don't want to pull too hard. I'm trying to be really careful because I don't want to have to run my lash comb all the way through it. I'm going to stick it in about halfway through and bring it up. There's no way I can get my phone camera in enough to be able to show you the effect that has, but it's kind of cool. Now you have to be up close to be able to see it, but I'm going back in with more blue on the tips. I really do feel like the blue goes on best. And then on this side, I'm going to do just the blue on top. And I'm going to do the black on the bottom lashes because I want you to be able to see what that looks like. Maybe I'll do some blue on the lower lashes on the other eye though, just for fun. All right, blue on top, black on bottom over here. I guess we can call this 2 coats over here because I've kind of been going at it. But do you see how, and you see how nicely on this side the blue applies? Something in the formula of this color. Had they not sent this to me, I never would have thought to try a blue. Just because honestly, I didn't think that, I would not have thought that it would look nice with my eye color. My eyes are hazel and they kind of vary back and forth to more brown or more green. I think it's kind of cool. Okay, now I do have a little bit of clumping going on the end here, but nothing I won't be able to clean up. This is probably going to be good for some people as a mascara to use with a curling eyelash curler, because my lashes are curling naturally with this formula anyway, and they don't always do that. So that tells me it would probably hold a curl nicely. If you've tried this with doing that, you'll have to let me know. Okay, so I think it's fair to say this is basically like 3 coats on this side, and I'm gonna go in with the black on the bottom. The blue on the tips over here with the black base, it's like the, I'm gonna dub that like comic book lashes. Does anybody already call it that? Did I just coin a phrase? What do we think?
Hey, editing Ingrid here. Just wanted to say that I think you look like your eyes hurt and you should wash your makeup off properly.
All right, so blue, all the blue on top, black on the bottom. I'll bring you in closer so you can see. And then all blue on top, black touched up on the lower half of the top, and then blue remaining on the tips. Think like blue highlights, right? And then blue on the bottom. Let me bring you in closer. Please don't mind my charred red skin. I'm gonna take some pictures as well here so you can see. Why do you need pictures? Like, you're all up in my business right now. Okay, so basically, guys, at the end of the day, I guess what I'm saying is that none of these shades really transferred around. And if I was going to be going out that night, I would need to do like a little touch up, but honestly, that's not a deal breaker for me because I would probably do that with over 50% of my mascaras. I do a little bit of a touch up before like going out. I wanted to mention also they don't claim to be waterproof, but I did put them through tears. I've put them through rain and they did not budge. They didn't smear on me. So I was pretty impressed with that. They also are supposed to promote lash growth, but because of like, it says they have, and I don't want to mess this up. Where did I write this down? Natural bioactive nutrients, and that they heal lash aging. But in all fairness, I'm sure that it takes longer than a few weeks to see their positive results of something like that. And that's all the length of time that I've been messing with them for. So I have no idea not only what those things mean, also if that's true. So please don't come at me for that. Go to their website and look at the ingredients and answer your questions for yourself there on that. So I want to thank Prometics for sending me these to try. If you're interested in checking them out, I'm going to put their website down below. I'm going to continue using them and I'll probably give you some updated thoughts on them in an empties video at some point here in the near future. But that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed just another real quick one brand product review. This brand's mascara, this kind of mascara, and different versions of it. I hope you liked the application videos too, and what my final thoughts were. So, what final thoughts? Who am I? Whatever. I have more one product reviews. Look for them in my list and click like and subscribe and get on with your day. And watch more videos. Scroll through, there's plenty down below here. See ya in the next one. Bye.